onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Washington football team. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll swing this out to Tony. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And connecting here with DJ Chark. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. Murray fighting, lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Watson. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Murray now to throw. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And finally he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A huge play there for Washington.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Murray now. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10. from the gun, Murray.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Niners will take over here just shy of the 30.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. Trying to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it's much more of a duck than a designed back shoulder throw.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Murray.
And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Murray. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Back to throw, Watson.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a first down carry for Harris. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the '85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters?
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Osa Odighizuwa able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They hand this off to Harris, and he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Justin Madubuike. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there on the catch and run. Boy, CeeDee Lamb so prolific at Oklahoma catching passes like this from Kyler Murray, and he's doing it at the NFL level too.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going the long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Snap comes to Murray at 1. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Justin Madubuike just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Murray going to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there for the Niners.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Harris. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Oh, spinning away. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Damian Harris with touchdown number 8 on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They're set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 3rd and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dime. Throwing now is Murray. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Watson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here's Murray. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Murray. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. A run for Nick Chubb, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Damian Harris, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warner. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Flush to his right.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Warner. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 2nd down now, it's Harris, and he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Harris. He was brought down by Trayvon Mullen. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Watson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again. Murray. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Murray. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now here's another carry for Harris. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Lamb. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Murray now on first down. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off two huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Justin Madubuike able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, it's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Washington on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. Murray now to throw. Pushes him over. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Throw left side complete. That's Warner. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Working with his 2nd and 4. To throw is Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 49ers.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a throw here, hauled in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Murray to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now Murray. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the 49ers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.